Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Arvid Silver and you're watching the Racing Legend 1234 YouTube channel. Today we are going to keep going on our track review series. This time it's episode 3 and today we are doing the Mexican Rally. So what's so special about this rally? Well, as you maybe know about Mexico, it's quite dry. So, because it's quite dry, there's a lot of gravel and a lot of stones. It's not just that it's so much gravel there are also huge cliffs where if you go off them, you will crash and damage your car quite a bit, or you go in between rocks and cliffs which are called canyons. So now, what stages do we have today? Well, the stages I'm going to do today is Media Luna, Ibarrilla, El Chocolate, and Autodromo del Leon. But first, we'll have to do Media Luna. So let's go! So now let's go and see what we're going to do.
40 flat
So as I said,
3 medium.
so we can start, and I can tell you, as I said, there are cliffs to the left that you should try and avoid, and there are cliffs to the right, but those are not up, you fall off them, so you'll have to try and be in the middle. And there are some trees sometimes, so you'll have to also look out for those, and other obstructions. And sometimes for these stages, like as you can see here, you go through some little villages or towns. So you'll have to also you have to acknowledge how close they are to the road, which leads to how much you have to be focused on not going to the side. Sometimes in this rally there are also some barriers. As you can see, there are metal barriers to my right and stone barriers to my left. You'll have to try and avoid both of those, because as I said in my other episodes, as in the Monte Carlo episode, if you get in there, there's a lot of friction built up, and you'll have to try and avoid that. As you can see, more wooden, and there are some more houses, which you'll have to try and avoid. And through these hairpins, you should try and be not too far in, because there's mostly bumps in the middle, or like big hills, which, as you can see here, you should try and avoid, so you don't flip and damage your car. And there are some more of these red sort of cloth walls, and those you can hit a bit, but those also to acknowledge where the circuit is going. And as you can see here, there's nothing on the outside of them, but you should still focus on seeing where they are, so you don't go off the circuit and maybe crash into a pole or something. And as you just saw there, what happens if you hit one of the walls. You can bounce and fall down the cliff. So you have to really focus. And there, when sometimes you're going down through some corners, there can be a little dip. Unlike Monaco, these dips, if you get them very incorrect or go too quickly, you just fall off and you'll get the time penalty, which you should try and avoid, because that's not good. And as you can see here, as I said, you go through some canyons. This one is maybe not the most extreme, but there are more extreme lines. I will show you later going through those, but there are more extreme ones. The next episode, when I go through the Argentinian rally, those are also quite extreme, because there it's very narrow. So now I'm done with this one stage, off to the next one. Let's go. So now we are on stage Ibarrilla, and let's see what things we have to acknowledge and try and avoid or use. Something with Mexico is that these canyons are quite wide. If you compare them to Argentina, as I said, those are very narrow. So here you don't, when there is a canyon, you have to be cautious, but not as much as Argentina. And I will show you in my next episode. When going through these bridges, you have to try and you can't go like flat out if it's your first time. You have to know what's behind after it. And you have to hit it in the middle, because if you hit it on the side you can pull off, or if you go too much to the side you'll just hit the barriers of the bridge, which damage your car. And when going through here, these sections, you'll have to try. Okay, let me just... When going through here, as you can see, there's big dips on both the right and left side of my car. So, when you have to be in the middle and try to look where the circuit goes, so you don't brake too late and go off the cliffs, or you turn in too late or too soon and you fall off. When you go through these small wood forest sections, try and be also in the middle, because these trees can badly damage your car. So going through these bumps, you'll have to these dips. You try and brake a little bit at the start and the end, so you don't fly.
Into right 5 tightens 4, don't cut, 30, keep left over
This little section you try
40.
and keep a bit to the left, because if you go too much to the right, you go off into a little ditch and crash.
Into left 3.
You have to try and be a bit cautious, because when there's some flat sections, there are a little bit of what's called ditches on the side. So try and avoid those, because there are rocks in them, in the ditches, and those can also hurt badly damage. That's actually what I keep a bit to the right, so you don't fall off on the ditch on the left, or be hill on the left. So when you go through these jumps, you have to try and figure out what's coming afterwards, so you keep to one side and not go into those holes. And as you saw there, I went through one of those ditches a bit too quickly, and I couldn't turn the car because some of my wheels had not a lot of connection to the ground.
Right 3,
so I have to try not to go through those ditches.
Into right 4, don't cut.
Now we are done with this stage. Off to the Autodromo del Leon Super Special stage. Let's go. So now we are at the Super Special stage, and let's see what we have to train about. So this one is a mixture of asphalt and gravel. So when going over asphalt, you don't want to try and slide too much. Going through this bridge, you want to keep in the middle. Then this jump is good to find out. These bumps you have to try and correct a bit, so you don't lose control.
And left 3 opens over gravel, 30.
These corners, or this corner, you should go a little bit on the outside, because then you easily transfer to the gravel.
Opens over tarmac, 50 over gravel.
And then here,
keep left over tarmac,
keep straight, so you don't want to go too
400, brake for left 2, widest, very long.
I want to keep straight, so you don't cause an accident. Coming through here, you don't want to get on the stairs you saw there.
And square left
keep in the middle,
junction,
as if one car. Then go through
and square
the
right,
curbs a bit
right,
here.
30.
Then here too.
Stop over gravel, 30. Right 4 short, and junction over tarmac, 40. Caution, brake for right 2, into left 1, sail in, 60.
With these corners you want to just try and be smooth.
Left 4, keep in, into right 3, into left 1, 400 for finish.
So you don't lose the rear or the car. No, so you want to be smooth with your steering input, so you don't lose the rear or crash into anything. So now I'm done with this super special stage. Now we're off to the long stage, El Chocolate. Let's go. On this stage, the long stage, I go through the circuit quickly, and when I drive, I will try and show you. I will show you, but not talk, the bits, the parts of the circuit where I've talked about what you should try and avoid or use.
And left 6 tightens 4, into right 4 bumpy, keep in, 40. And square left, don't cut, the right 5. Into left 4, 3 in, tighten 3, into right 5, 80. Hairpin right, don't cut, into left 5 long, over crest. And left 2, 50. Left 4, don't cut, narrows, 40. Into left 4, keep in, opens, don't cut, into right 3 tightens, narrows, don't cut, and left 3, keep in, don't cut, and right 4 tightens, 30. Into right 3 tightens. And square left opens. And caution, right 5 over crest, downhill, keep in. And left 4 long, tightens 3 short. And right 4 tightens 3 short, into hard brake, left 4, 20. Hairpin right, don't cut, off camber. And hairpin left.
So this bridge isn't in any of the normal
Hard
stages.
brake for square
Just
right
try and
uphill,
keep in the
into
middle
left
and
4 long,
take this corner as usual.
5, keep in, 30, right 5, 50. Right 4 cut, 60. Flat left, 40. Stone cut, 40. Right 4 opens long, don't cut. Into right 5 short, tightens, brake. And left 2, into right 5. And left 3, don't cut. Right 4, keep in, into left 3, short. Crest into right 5, keep in. Crest into right 5, keep in. Into left 6, long, tightens 4, small cut. Left 3, long, 30. Right 5 short, left 4 medium, bumpy, tighten. Into right 4, open, bumpy. Into left 4 short, 30. Right left cut, right 6, into left 6, over crest. And left 2 tightens 1 over crest, into right 5, opens. And right 4 long, tightens, square right. And flat left. Into brake for square left, cut, into crest, 30. Left 3, don't cut, right 4, into bumps, 50. Right 5, don't cut, and left 4 short, keep in, don't cut, and right 4, bumpy. Into left 4, tightens, into right 5, into left 5, short, don't cut, into hard brake, right 5, over bump. And square left, don't cut. Left 5, don't cut. And right 4, don't cut, narrows, into flat left, cut. Right 5, 30. Left 5 tighten, and hairpin left, don't cut, into right 4, 100. Right.
And there we are done with this rally. So what have we learned today? Well, in Mexico there are a lot of cliffs, so you'll have to try and avoid them. There are a lot of bumps, and so you'll have to try and learn to control your car. There are some jumps, there are a lot of barriers, houses, and those things. I have been Racing Legend, you have been my amazing viewers, thank you for watching. Goodbye.